Okay, this is just a test record. Just make sure I've got settings the way I want it. I'm just recording at the moment. Yeah, I'm hoping this all works, but we shall see what happens. Let's have a go. So this is Slay the Spire. It's a new game I brought recently, just a couple of days ago actually. It's a kind of a dungeon RPG mixed in with strategy with cards. So you have to make your way through a randomly generated map, fight monsters, collect treasure, boost up your cards by upgrading them, getting new cards, and just basically seeing how far you can get. So we're going to give this a go now and see how we go. So we're going to go for standard play, so just a standard map. You also have a daily climb where you new challenge available once a day to compete with your players for the highest score, and something unknown I'm not sure about. So we're going to go for just standard play and play the game. Now you get to choose 3 characters. I've only unlocked 2. I generally like to play as the Ironclad. He's got quite good health, reasonable amount of gold to start off with, but his starting relic is Burning Blood. At the end of each combat you heal back 6 health. You have the Silent, has slightly less health, same amount of gold, but his relic is the Ring of the Snake, so at the start of each combat draw 2 additional cards, which always comes in handy. I like to play as Ironclad at the moment, I'm the most familiar with it, so let's have a go. See what happens. Oh, and we've got a big 3-eyed whale, so let's see. Hello again, let's talk to him. At least confront the first boss. Oh, okay. Well, usually he may give you something, it's very randomised. And then here you have your map. So you've got to reach this top bit here. And we are going to choose... so you can't heal unless you've got a special ability like I've got at the end of each combat until you reach one of these campfires, where you get a choice to heal for a certain bit of health, or you have the option to upgrade your cards. You've got your question marks, which can be a random thing, so it could be treasure, may come across a merchant, you might have to fight a standard enemy or an elite, you never know. Your merchant, where you can buy cards and potions and abilities. You've got up here is your elite monster, so it's a lot tougher monster, but you generally get some really nice artifacts. I keep calling them relics, but either or. So let's just pick a path. So let's go with... let's go this way. So we've got our first fight. The battle has started. And what you want is, so you've got your health here. This is your energy. So each card has an energy cost to use. So we've got Strike, which deals 6 damage. Few of them, and you've got Defend, which gains 5 block. This is to show how many cards are in your pile, in your draw pile, and this is over here is how many are in your discard pile. When this depletes, it will then shuffle and take the cards from your discard pile and put them into your draw pile. You've got your health up here and your money pouch, so that will increase as you go along, and these empty potion slots, as you get potions, will go from there. So, as you can see from our guys here, you've got this acid slime. It's only got 8 health, and this basically shows what they're currently going to be doing. So this enemy intends to inflict a negative effect on myself, which is never good. And you've got your spike slime. It's got more health. It's a medium enemy, and he intends to inflict a negative effect on me and attack for 8 damage. So the aim of it is, if you can, to block all of their attacks. So I've got a choice of, I can play 3 of these cards, so I'm going to get 8 damage anyway. But if we block with 2 of these, I now have a blocking of 10, which means that should negate the damage. I will still get the effect. But let's go in for an attack. Boom. So after I've done that, I've used up all of my energy. As you can see, the cards I've used have gone into my discard pile, and I've still got 5 left in my drawer. So now we end my turn. So this guy has weakened me, and I've blocked. So I've obtained a new card called Slime, which has a negative effect, and that will stay in my deck for this game. So now you can see I'm weakened, and this means that my attack deals 25% less damage for 1 turn, so it's only a 1 turn thing. Now they're going to attack me for 3 and an 8, which is an overall total of 11. So we want to try and negate that, so we will use again 2 blocks. Now I've got this bash card, which deals 6 damage but applies vulnerable, which makes them weaker. As you can see, the number here is in red, which means because of my weakened state, this number is reduced, but it also goes the same for all my attacks. So let's get rid of this one. And which will end my turn. So I've been slimed again, which I can not good cards to have. So here it is here. So not usable. But I can exhaust it by using 1 energy, so it means it completely destroys it from my deck, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. At the moment, he's going to cast a negative effect on myself, but I'm not going to attack, so let's use this to exhaust the slime and strike him twice. And my turn. And this shows here, sorry, now that that's appeared because I've exhausted a card, means that that's how many cards in total have been exhausted in this game. So again, it's going to cast a negative effect on me. I've got a new one, Frail, so I gain 25% less block from cards for 1 turn, so it's affecting my blocks, which is not good. But we can attack, so let's give it 1, 2, and it kills him. And at the end of each round you will get some gold, which is always good, goes up here. And sometimes you'll get potions, so we've got a dexterity potion to gain 2 dexterity. Let's put that on. And now you get to choose a new card to add to your deck. So we've got Headbutt, it costs 1, deal 9 damage and place a card from your discard pile to the top of your draw pile, very handy. Armaments, which gain 5 block, and you get to upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat, so for the rest of that whole battle, and that costs 1 as well, so I quite like having this card for the block and the upgrade. And Rampage again costs 1, and it deals 8 damage every time this card is played, increase its damage by 4 for this combat. So every time I use this card, start off it will do 8 damage, but every time I play it, when it comes back into my hand, the damage will be increased by 4. Now I'm not 100% sure how it works with the ribbons on here, but the blue generally means it's slightly rarer than these standard common cards. So for me personally, I'm going to go for Armaments because I like the extra block and it's good for upgrading your cards. So I pick that and proceed. So next stage, I can only go for the question mark. You have to follow these paths, so let's go for that. So before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. So we can pray for it and transform a card, or we can just leave it. Well, there's no negative effects on this, so let's pray to transform a card. So now I've got to choose a card to transform. Now I think it's just random what it does, but these 2 cards I don't want to change for anything. 4 blocks is handy, 6, and we've got 5 attacks. So let's just transform this. And I just had to randomly choose it. So I get Infernal Blade. Ooh. Right, you got up here how long you've been playing it for. With the current dungeon in the map. So we're there. Let's have a look at that. So let's see what this new card did. So we've got Infernal Blade. add a random attack to your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn, and then it disappears, and then it's a one-off use for the combat, and it will remove it at the end of that once I've used it. So it was quite a nice card to have. Right, so we can go to the merchant. We haven't got really a lot of money, but let's go on it anyway, just to show you guys what it's about. Got this funny little guy here. So let's just see what he's got. So you can buy cards for his little finger. Generally has cards which are on sale, so they cost a lot less. Generally better cards will cost more. You then have your different artifacts which you can buy, which will have different effects, as well as your potions down here. You can also pay to remove a card from your deck, so if you've got any ones that have really bad status effects or anything like that that are stuck in your hand, you can pay for that, but it will also increase by 25 gold for every time you use it. So, can't afford anything at the moment. I have 113. We could buy another card. So you draw a card, place a card from your hand at the top of the pile. It doesn't cost anything. Top of your block, your current block, so that's always handy for late game or later on. Feel no pain, exhaust. So whenever a card is exhausted, you gain 3 block. Personally, I quite like this card because it's free and it gives you 4 block. And then you've got secret weapon, which I can't afford. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place in your hand. Let's go to the next one. So again, all I can do is attack. It's done. So let's see what happens here. Ah, the funny bird man. So he plans on doing, this enemy tends to use a buff, so he's going to use something to buff himself. I now have a dexterity potion up there. So let's have a look at what we got. So he's not going to attack. So you will get 5 block for using this, but it will also upgrade a card. So let's use that to upgrade one of my damage. Now we'll do, from instead of 6, it will go for 9 damage. Strike plus. And we've got 2 shots left, so we've already got 5 block in, so let's attack him for 9. And another 6 foot. Let's see what he does. He's done a ritual. So ritual, at the end of its turn it gains 3 strength. So at the end of this turn he'll gain 3 strength, which will make his attacks more thing. But he's planning on also attacking me. So he's planning to attack me for 6. So we could do 8 damage and apply vulnerable. So vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage. But because of that, it's not really useless unless I do a follow-up attack, but then that leaves me open to 6 damage. So let's block. You can try and avoid all damage, but it's brilliant. It really helps end like late game. And let's strike him for 1 more. And end our turn. So we've got my hand. Ooh, lovely hand. So he's planning to attack us for 9, which is not good. But already, good instincts, fits for free, and I gain 4 block. And if we do this one, it will also. So this one here will also. It'll cost me 1, give me 5 block, but I can upgrade a card as well. So I now upgrade my attack again. So I'm already covering for the 9 damage. I can now strike him for 9. And we can also add a random attack to your hand that costs 0. Anger. Deal 5 damage, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. It'd be silly not to do that. That's gone into my thing. And that's it. My turn. So he's now increased his strength again by 3, so he's going to do 12 damage to us, which is not good. I can only block for 10. Oh, still striking. End our turn. It's getting stronger. It's never a good thing. Look at this. Deals 5 damage. And does that. So I can actually do that twice. It's going to hit me for 15 unless I kill him. So, go for that. Block him. So now he's got vulnerable. Takes 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns. Which killed him. Gain my 6 health back. Some more gold. Add another card to my deck. Ooh. Flame Barrier. Gain 12 block whenever you're attacked this turn. Deal 4 damage to the attacker. Handy. Nice bit of block and some damage for them hitting you. I haven't seen this one. Fire Breathing. At the end of your turn, for each attack played, this turn deals 1 damage to all enemies. So if I play a load of, depending on how many attacks I play, I will deal an additional 1 damage to all enemies. And then you have True Grit. Gain 7 block, exhaust a random card in your hand. So, I do like that one, but it's exhausting a random card. I personally... Let's go with Flame Barrier, it's never done. So I can either go one of one wave. Let's do a random, see what happens. You fall into a puddle, it's made of slime goop. Frantically you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel the goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back into the puddle, you can see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. So, I can gain 75 gold and lose 11 health, or just lose 30 gold. I'm feeling adventurous. Let's get in some extra gold. I feel the sting of the goop as the prolonged exposure starts to melt away at your skin. You manage to fish out the gold. Scary. Right, so we've got 2 choices. We can heal up at a bonfire, or we can fight an elite. Now I have lost 11 health, which isn't usually a good thing to do. But we could try the boss and see what they're like. So let's go for that. Lagavulin. Ooh. So he's currently sleeping and he gains 8 blocks. He's got metallic, so he gains 8 blocks at the end of his turn. So let us. So he's asleep at the moment, so he's not doing any damage to us. But he will gain more blocks. So let's use an Infernal Blade. And that will give us a random card that costs nothing. Strength effects heavy. 83 times. Well, it doesn't cost anything. I've woken him up now, but he's dazed, so this enemy is stunned on its turn. And I've still got 2 more actions. So just attack him. And let's just put up a bit of defense. Okay. Next turn. So he's stunned. He's no longer stunned now. So instantly we'll put up our block. He's going to attack us for 18. So that'll do damage, but it'll leave him vulnerable. We're going to need to really up. Let's do this to get it. So we're now going to play that. So we'll take 1 damage. He's not happy with me. He is a boss as well, so. But we only took 1 damage, so that's all fair. What have we got? He's going to attack me for 18 again, so as much as we can. And we're going to strike him. It's going to. Oh. Alright, so. Getting that. Doesn't cost anything. Gonna cast a negative effect on me. But it's not gonna do any damage, so let's upgrade. dexterity and strength. So decrease block gain from cards by 1 and decrease damage by cards by 1. Try to hit me. He might kill me, which if he does will be very sad, but that's just how the game plays. Again, he's aiming to that, so getting full block. 11. Do some damage. I do it. So we'll end our turn. 3 damage. Yeah, could be worse. Oop, good instincts comes up again. Just in case. But let's have some fun just striking him. And we're striking again. Let's increase it again. Decrease it by 2. He's going to hit us hard. Ow. Yes, it's not good. Now we choose this to do. So he's aiming to hurt me again. Let's use my dexterity potion because we can. So that only puts it down at -1 now. So we'll defend. Feels that card does no damage. Well, all in all, it looks like he's going to kill me. 7, 11, 15. Nice. Oh, great done. So in theory, this should negate his damage. Block for 3. Now he's going to attack. Attacking. Really doesn't like me. He's going to attack me now for 80. He's probably going to kill me. Kind of sucks for the first time run. I got a lot. Took 6 damage. So he's got 19 left. It's down to 13 now. Oh, I've got 1 health. Because of all of his negative status effects on me, this is not going to go down well. There is no way I can block this. No. There is no way I can block this at all, so I might as well just go back to the bang. He's vulnerable now. And he's going to kill me. Vanquished, the Spire consumes another. No. Got some points for it though. Well, 4 more unlocks to do on this. And there you have it. That is Slay the Spire. Let's see how that for a test video works. Thank you very much for viewing, and see you soon.